Good evening, ladies and gents of YouTube. This is Mike Ray, and I'm coming at you with a April 1st, 2015 ban list update on my Infernoids. This is will probably be the main deck you'll be seeing on the channel. No more Mythic rulers because of the rulers. Sorry, I will apologize. I had the hiccups, so if I randomly just stopped talking for like a split second, I just had a little hiccup attack. But I've been having them for like the past 8 hours, so it sucks. I've tried everything to get rid of them. But let's get to it. First off, start off with 2 Infernoid Anunku. Everybody knows what he does. If you played against the deck, but he basically blows up all other monsters on the field, and you can attribute him or any other monster on your side of the field, and negate a spell or trap effect. Okay. Next, I play 3 Infernoid Atondel. He's your double attacker of the deck, and 28 beater, and he has the one. He takes 2 to banish 4, and everybody. He's self-explanatory. Double attacker and can banish from your opponent's graveyard during either player's turn. Next up is 3 Saitsuma. He does the same thing, banishes from your opponent's graveyard on either player's turn, and during the damage step when he's attacking, you get to banish one of your opponent's cards, or actually 1 card on the field. Now this is just to fill in space until I get my Harmonix, but 3 Piade, he sucks. When he does damage, discard a card from your opponent's hand, and it's a random card too, so it's nothing cool like Mind Crush. Now, next up is the 3 level 4s. Now he's like your MST, banished from your opponent's graveyard on your opponent's turn. And then, since I don't have any Harmonix, we'll just skip straight to the 3 Entras. He's like your Compulse, but he compulses any face-up card, so not just monsters. So if your opponent if you're caught in a Phoenix Chain, he'll get you up out of that. Now for the non-Infernoids, Blaster's out of the deck, but I play 1 Raiden, I'm going to pick up 2 more, and 1 Lila. I plan on taking Lila out and putting in I was originally going to do 2 and 2, and then 3 Card Trooper, and then head Blaster, but Blaster's gone, and Charge of the Light Brigade went to 2, so I plan on taking the 2 Card Troopers out, do 5 monsters, do the 3 Raidens, do 2 Luminas, and then take the Card Troopers out. And finally, for the last monster, I didn't know what I wanted to put in here, but I thought about it. A lot of people use Blaster as like another Mystical Space Typhoon, another popper, but so I did this to get big monster removal out. So I put in a Neospatian Grand Mole. And, just remove problematic monsters. Time for the spells. 3 Reasoning, 1 Monster Gate. That's what gets your deck rolling. Play 2 Void Seer. Probably one of the best quick play spell cards in the game, in my opinion. Even though it works strictly with Infernoids, it's like a Felgram protecting your monster, from card effects, monster spell and traps. And when it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to protect one of your Infernoids from destruction effects like Regeki, Dark Hole. I even, if I have an Atondel or Saitsuma on the field, and that's the only thing I have on the field, and I use Anunku, I'll use Anunku's effect and protect one of them. And then 2 Charge of the Light Brigade. It's at 2 now, so that's double trouble. 3 Mystical Space Typhoon. Yes, Floodgates. The 2 big Floodgates went to 1 each, but there's still a lot of other shitty back row that hurts this deck. One I would say is Imperial Iron Wall, so gets past that. Burial from a Different Dimension, bring back your banished cards. Foolish Burial, Dark Hole. I'd rather have a Raigeki, but until I can pick up a Raigeki, I'll throw in Dark Hole. Book of Moon, and that's it for the spells. Now, one thing that's different from my trap lineup beforehand, I used to play just the 2 Needlebug Nest, but with the release of some of those trap cards off the ban list, decided to throw in a Ring of Destruction. Because Snatch Steal is no longer a thing, usually you use, Snatch Steal, get your opponent's best monster, poke at it, and when you poke at your opponent with it, but instead, you just destroy their best monster. I know you get damage taken too, but it gets them out of the way and helps you out with your OTKs, I guess. Onto the extra deck. So for rank 4s, to play Evil Soren Exciton Knight, Castel the Skyblaster Monarch, number 101 Silent Honor Arc, Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, and Gemknight Pearl. Now, I like Dark Rebellion. Because I really like OTKing, and he can help. If I know my opponent has shit, on their field, I can use him to help push. I play 2 7s. I play 1 Draco Sack and 1 Big Eye. 1 rank 8. I play Felgrand because okay, let me get into this. Since Dark Matter did come out, you can technically, any deck that goes into a rank 8, you can throw Dark Matter in. If I was thinking about doing it instead of playing 107 instead and then throwing a Dark Matter, but honestly, Felgrand is my favorite card, so I'd rather have the 1 Felgrand than throwing in Dark Matter. I feel safer with Felgrand. Then, sorry, hiccups. Play 1 Black Rose Dragon, and another level 7 synchro I'll play is Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. This is such a beast card. I don't see this card in anybody's deck profiles. I don't think anybody knew it came out into the game yet. But this is one badass card. I love him. Level 8s, I play Crimson Blader. This next card, I'll probably have to explain why I'm doing it in a little bit. But Black Feather Dark Rage Dragon, Stardust Spark Dragon, and Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. Now, to explain Black Feather, so there's 2 reasons. I like his effect. What he does is when you take damage, now it could be, card effect or battle damage, but what you do is you can mill up to the top 5 cards of your deck, and if there's a monster in that, he gains 400 attack. So he goes from 28 to be 32, which is not bad. He's just mainly a beat stick. But I believe, let me read it. Yeah, you can do this every turn, once per turn. And with Infernoids wanting to mill everything, you always will call 5 with him, mill 5 cards. So he's kind of like a Dante in aspects, but not as good. But because he doesn't float, but with Ring of Destruction in the game, it does help. So that's it for the level 8s. The last monster I'm playing is 1 Star Eater, because you play Raiden, you play level 7 monsters, you can go into a Star Eater. And that is it for the deck profile. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.